One made-up fact about every British Prime Minister.
Like many other prime ministers before him, Spencer Percival was plagued by the issues of continental Europe and, importantly, the Napoleonic Wars and the new country of the United States of America. Due to troubles surrounding the regency of Prince George, heir apparent to the ailing George III, Percival found himself in the unenviable position of de facto head of state during one of the most politically turbulent and claustrophobic points in decades. The regent George went to great efforts to subvert his father's rule and lead the country himself. However, the prince's fiscal responsibility was not becoming of someone of his status. He frequently spent large amounts of money from the country's own coffers in order to finance his lavish lifestyle.
In fact, it was this irresponsibility which led to him having to marry his own cousin, Princess Caroline of Brunswick, to appease Parliament, who would then repay his debts. Prince George was known to dislike the ruling Tory party, which Percival unfortunately found himself to be a member of.
The threat of a regency rule from Prince George not only jeopardized his current position but most members of his government. During this time, the United States was threatening Britain's growing prospects in North America and their Canadian colony. The tensions were rising to what could potentially turn into another war, something Britain could scarcely afford given their troubles on the European continent and with the growing empire of Napoleon Bonaparte, who appeared to be growing his influence steadily year after year. Despite all the challenges faced during his premiership, Spencer Percival's time in office was ended abruptly in May of 1812, not by the myriad of threats to his country, his party, and his continent, but by one single man, acting alone, who carried out the first and only assassination of a UK Prime Minister. His name was John Bellingham. His act was not of protest, political upheaval, or rebellion. Rather, it was a petty act of revenge after the perceived slight he suffered, after being imprisoned in Russia, unjustly in his eyes, and demanding compensation from the government, which he was not granted.